3.6 million years ago, on a landscape shaped by a volcanic ash, our earliest ancestors took steps that would be frozen in time, offering us a direct glimpse into the dawn of humanity. The discovery of the Laetoli footprint trails in northern Tanzania stands as one of the most significant milestones in the history of paleoanthropology, offering unique evidence that skeletal remains alone cannot provide. Located in the Enduleni ward of the Ngorongoro District, approximately 45 kilometers south of Olduvai Gorge, the Laetoli site preserves the earliest unequivocal evidence of obligate bipedalism in the human lineage. These trackways, dated to approximately 3.66 million years ago, provide a direct window into the locomotive mechanics, social structures, and taxonomic diversity of our early ancestors. The fact that these footprints even exist is a geological miracle. Their survival is owed to a perfect, almost unbelievable sequence of events. First, an eruption from a nearby volcano laid down a perfect blanket of fine carbonatite ash. Then, a light rain fell, transforming this ash into a receptive mud, almost like wet cement. As hominins walked across the surface, their impressions were captured with incredible fidelity. Next, the sun, aided by the unique chemistry of the ash, rapidly hardened these prints, essentially baking them into stone. And the final, crucial step, before erosion could erase this record, another eruption gently sealed the trackways under a new protective layer, preserving them for millions of years. Uncovering this prehistoric marvel wasn't a simple affair. It was a long, winding journey of discovery, a story that unfolded over decades. The scientific story begins in 1935 with Louis Leakey. He conducted the first survey, but the richer fossil beds of Olduvai Gorge soon pulled his attention away. After some finds by Ludwig Cole-Larsen in the late 30s, the site went quiet, lying dormant for nearly 3 decades. It wasn't until 1974 that Mary Leakey returned, reviving interest and setting the stage for the pivotal discoveries of the late 1970s. The initial breakthrough came in a moment of pure serendipity. In 1976, paleoanthropologist Andrew Hill was dodging a piece of elephant dung thrown in jest by a colleague. He fell to the ground and found himself staring face to face with the very first of Laetoli's ancient tracks. This incredible chance encounter led directly to the discovery of the main hominin trail at Site G just 2 years later. The full story of Laetoli was pieced together by generations of researchers. From Louis Leakey's initial survey to Mary Leakey's comprehensive excavations, and from Andrew Hill's chance discovery to the recent revelations by teams led by Fidelis Massow and Ellison McNutt, each contribution built upon the last, deepening our understanding of this incredible site. The most famous of all the discoveries, Site G, provided the first undeniable proof that our ancestors walked upright long before the evolution of a large brain. Here, a trail stretches for over 27 meters, containing about 70 individual footprints. Analysis revealed they were made by 3 individuals of the species Australopithecus afarensis, the very same species as the famous Lucy fossil. The anatomy revealed in these prints is astonishingly modern. Unlike a chimpanzee's divergent, grasping big toe, the Laetoli hominin's big toe, or hallux, is adducted, meaning it's in line with the other toes, much like our own. This provided a powerful push-off for walking. The prints also show a clear longitudinal arch to absorb shock, a pronounced heel strike, and a propulsive toe-off. All hallmarks of an efficient, striding bipedal gait, fundamentally different from that of any ape. But the prints tell a social story too. 2 of the individuals, a larger one known as G2 and a smaller one, G1, walked side by side. Incredibly, despite a significant size difference, they actually synchronized their steps, maintaining a constant distance. In modern humans, this behavior is most often seen in closely bonded pairs, suggesting a level of social complexity far earlier than previously understood. For decades, Site G defined our view of Laetoli. But recent discoveries at nearby sites have revealed that the story is far more complex. In 2014, excavations at Site S, just 150 meters away, uncovered the tracks of another individual. Based on the footprint size, this individual, named S1, was surprisingly tall, estimated to stand up to 1.68 meters, or nearly 5 feet 6 inches. This towering stature, far exceeding that of Lucy or the individuals from Site G, provides powerful evidence for extreme sexual dimorphism. This dramatic size difference between males and females is similar to what we see in modern gorillas, and it points to a social system likely driven by intense male-male competition. Perhaps the most surprising revelation, however, comes from the re-examination of Site A, the very first hominin tracks found. For 40 years, their unusual, cross-stepping pattern led most experts to dismiss them as the tracks of a bear, walking awkwardly on its hind legs. But recent analysis has definitively overturned this theory. Bears are simply incapable of taking multiple, balanced bipedal steps like those recorded in the trackway. Furthermore, a closer look revealed a wide, human-like heel and a clear big toe impression, features that are completely absent in a bear's foot. The trackmaker was, without a doubt, a hominin, but its foot structure and gait were distinctly different from those of Australopithecus afarensis at sites G and S. This discovery is profound. It means at least 2 different early human species walked this same ash plain at the same time. So Laetoli now presents us with 3 distinct snapshots. Sites G and S show Australopithecus afarensis, a confirmed upright walker with significant size variation. And Site A reveals a second, yet unidentified hominin with a different way of walking. Our family tree was clearly much bushier than we once thought. The footprints of Laetoli are more than fossils. They are a direct physical connection to a moment when our lineage set itself upon the path to becoming human. The site proved that bipedalism was not an overnight development, but a well-established habitual adaptation by 3.66 million years ago. The discovery of Site S and the reevaluation of Site A continue to push the boundaries of our knowledge, suggesting that the early human family tree was more diverse and the transition to upright walking more varied than previously imagined. The geological miracle that preserved these tracks for millions of years is now faced with the inexorable pressures of the modern world. Through continued research and vigilant preservation, the Laetoli footprints will remain the definitive map of the first steps our lineage took toward becoming human.